busy road. That's me at car park, going to walk up this mountain here, which you can hardly see anything of. Buachaille Etive Beag. Over there's the start of Glencoe, down into Glencoe. You can see it a bit better when I get higher up. Anyway, here we go. You can see where I'm heading for now. It looks like two peaks, but it's not. So one in the distance. It's a good bit higher than the one at the start. Where I'm heading. So that's where I'm heading. Still a bit of mist. And as I come round, still some mist there. But the mountains opposite, still covered. Coming and going. Bit more obvious where I'm going now, up there, and it's obvious that that's nothing like as high, and the midges are out. Well, this is the start of the steep climb. This is worst climb, definitely worst climb. Look, there are actually 4 people ahead of me that I can see. I'll cut up with them because I was doing the easy bit and they were just going straight up. Anyway, I'll no doubt stop a few times on the way up here. Well, first piece to the camera. Come up a bit, need a rest. That's Glencoe down there, as you can see, quite a bit up. Can I say the midges are out in force? Hopefully a wee breeze as we get further up will improve things. Otherwise there's not going to be a lot of me left once I've finished eating. So that's my rest, and upward and onward. Well, this bit isn't actually too bad, it's really steep. But it's like a staircase, so it's just like stepping up all the time. Still tiring though. There's actually quite a few people coming up behind me now that I can see. One at the foot of this bit. If I go along the path, there's maybe 3 or 4 down there. We've got a long way to get to where I am. Another little stop. Definitely getting up. Still misting those clouds and the mountains, and still a bit up there. But I don't think there's any in mine. And boy, the midges are still out. Nice hearing the sound of running water. I think this is the last bit of running water, so I'll come back down again. Well, not the only people on the hill. Guess they didn't stop as often as I have. Another rest. Well, the girls overtook me. They're going up both peaks, so my challenge is to get to the second one before they get there. I was wrong, there was some more running water. It's quiet. Well, that's me got to the col in between the two parts of the mountain. There's some people up that side. I'm not going up there. So lower of the two peaks. If I look round, the odd slab of rock. Then look round, And that's where I'm going up, and there's a few people up there as well, I can see. And if I go over to the other side slightly, you get the view there. I'll walk over to those rocks in a minute. The rocks. There's people up there, near the top of that. You go around. That's Buachaille Etive Beag, still got cloud in the top. And then, looking down, the valley. And then that bit up there is where I'm going. Second piece to the camera. Now got to the col between the two mountains. Not going up the one that's to the north, going up the one that's to the, I think it's southwest. Pretty high up here and can see over from one valley to the other. Great spot to stop, have a drink and admire the view and get my breath back. And I said the last bit was the hard bit. That looks quite hard as well, but we were getting views both ways by then. But I'm glad I'm not going up that one as well. Another good spot for a rest. There's somebody up there. I wonder if it's those girls. Well, that's me reached the top of the next steep climb. I reckon I'm at least 2/3 of the way up in distance. We're probably about 3/4 up in height. Don't have too much to do. Just a walk along the ridge, then up there. Which isn't quite as bad as it looks. From up here, you can actually see my car down in the car park. Other than that, the hills are clearing there. You can see there, unfortunately, right in the middle is Ben Nevis, and the clouds are still in that. You get an idea how steep the slope is up there. And it's the same down the other side. Thing is, the ridge is nothing like as steep as that. So it's relatively easy to go up.
Workout paused. Workout paused.
Really just that bit to go. This is a good ridge though. Look away down there. Come round slowly. And if I walk over without falling off, you can see down there.
Workout paused.
Last steep bit.
Workout paused.
It's a nice breeze, keeping the midges away. This is probably the narrowest bit of the ridge. You can see it's still to go up a wee bit. But it goes away down there. Looking back, starting to get a view now. Even better one once I got up there. Another bit to camera. Nearly at the top. This lets you see the view behind me that I've come along, the ridge I've come along, and the other peak behind that ridge, then away across to the Mamor Mountains. This one's enough for me today. Some people just behind me should be coming over that rise in a second. Here they come. Well, this is me at the top. That's the real top. I'll have a look round. A long way down. Some other mountains. And we come round. Buachaille Etive. Not alone up here. That's it, all the way around. Ben Nevis just starting to come out of the cloud now. But still not completely out. Well, another bit to camera up at the top. Buachaille Etive behind me. Bit of a breeze keeping the midges away. Great. Soon be heading back down. So it's, the clouds lifting now from Ben Nevis, but a lot of rocks up here. Never normally take as much photographs or as many videos on the way down. Suppose going up's the anticipation. I'll take a few more today. This is me on my way down. Hopefully it won't take me too long, take me a wee bit less time than it took me to get up here. I'll take a few videos on the way down, a few more photographs. It gives me an excuse to stop and get my breath back. Anyway, instead of upwards and onwards, it's downwards. Just got to go all the way along that ridge, not the bump at the end because that's a different hill. That's at the gap that I go down, all the way down to there. You can see the girls down there. Clouds still not off Ben Nevis. Glad I didn't go there. A wee bit to go along this ridge and then the next bit down there. This ridge is longer than I remember it when I was going up. Well, that's where I've been. A couple there just stopped as well. It's the top. There's a crow there. Well, do I want to reconsider my decision not to walk up that way? No. So quiet. Apart from people coming down the hill and talking to each other. But no vehicle sounds or anything. Nobody coming down the hill just now. A great place to stop for a rest. A few big boulders in that cairn. Well, the next bit was like a staircase and it was hard coming up. I think it'll be hard on my knees going down again. I think I've been here on the way up. I think this is where the midges disappeared, so I'm going to go down into clouds of midges, I think. This one started on the last really steep bit. Once I get over this little ridge, it's pretty steep. But then I'll be able to see the car, won't be that far down. Maybe an hour, here's hoping. I'm actually being overtaken on the way down. It's bad enough on the way up. Still a bit to go. There's people in the path. Must nearly be down. I can almost read the light writing on the lorries. Looking back up into the sun now nearly. That's where I was. That went up there. Down a bit further. I suspect there's more path than I was expecting. We're seeing around that corner. Quite nice, there's that lovely breeze blowing up the glen here, which is keeping all the midges away. It's great. First glimpse of the car from less than about 3 miles. Soon be down.